you're learning here. Maybe it's fun, fine. Maybe it's a movement. But be prepared to lose 80 to 90% of it. And if it's still worth it, then have at it. But the biggest loss of capital here will be the human capital of young men who are sitting and staring at their phone and watching the price of Bitcoin or the price of AMC. And ask yourself, would you be better off taking that 1, 2, or 3 hours a day and working out, trying to form relationships with mentors, with romantic relationships, with people at work, getting great at something so you can be the person on the other side of the trade? The greatest loss in capital here is from young men who are more prone to gambling addiction, who don't understand the markets. I think we are setting ourselves up similar to how there's a ton of young women out there who became very depressed by sitting in their rooms looking at Instagram. Self-cutting and self-harm skyrocket. I think you are going to see an explosion in young male depression, and I think a lot of it is going to be reverse engineered to apps that convince you you're part of a movement or physically addict you to your phone. Ask yourself, would your time staring at Robinhood be better spent somewhere else? That is the real capital destruction that is taking place here.
That was the most wild thing I've ever heard in my entire life.
That was.
I woke up to that this morning.
Oh no!
That was one of the first things I saw when I rolled out of bed and there was a snow apocalypse outside my window.
Yeah, it's piling up out here.
Yeah. I have a lot to say about that.
Okay.
I'm like in shock. I mean,
is the clip gonna start the episode?
Yeah.
Or we're gonna do a lead into
Steve,
it?
we're doing the episode right now. This is the episode. We are the episode.
Oh, we are. Oh, hey.
We are the
All right,
episode.
great.
Welcome to the show. I'm here with my brother, Steve Racine.
Hello.
We're here doing a very special emergency episode of the Sit Down. This is a fucking emergency. Beep, 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 beep. Get out your money, open your accounts, and get in there. Now my dog's upset. That is so fucking wild that they did that. I can't believe they went there. They already compared us, me and my beautiful brothers on Reddit. They already compared us to the insurrection at the Capitol. They might as well just compare us to Hitler Youth or Al Qaeda at this point. But they have this motherfucker who kind of reminds me of like mom and dad in the same person.
Yeah.
You know, just this arrogant fucking boomer to tell us that we're gonna hurt ourselves. We're gonna hurt ourselves if we trade stocks.
The root of all the problem is that we're on our phones too much.
Right. We need to look up. Amy Klobuchar said that at a debate one time. She was like, "We need to look up from our phones." But
she needs to stop throwing binders at her.
Oh, why don't you look down at your phone, open up the Calm app, bitch, and chill the fuck out? Open up an ASMR video and stop chucking fucking staplers at 22-year-old interns. You fucking monster. Open up your phone and find a therapist. Amy Klobuchar will literally throw a binder across the room instead of going to therapy. Anyway,
all right.
I saw that and I saw something else.
I can bash Klobuchar all day, but back to this.
Yeah.
Dumbass.
Yeah. I mean, look, this is exactly. It's like throughout this thing, right? There have been these weird sort of like gloves off, these weird kind of gloves off moments or the mask off moments because people. I mean, like everybody who's against this kind of thing just sounds really foolish, but they keep trying different stuff. My Alexa's glowing yellow right now. I wonder why that is. Hey, Bezos, you're number 2. Fuck you. Number 2 richest man in the world. Eat my ass. I'm like Richie Aprile. Number 2 richest man. Fuck you. That's what I said. Your head looks like a dildo. That's what I want you to know, Bezos.
All right,
I can't believe the thing just fucking glows yellow, throughout the day. Anyway, all right.
Yeah.
So, but like this is just so crazy because this is exactly what they want you to think about yourself. They want you to think that you're not worthy of this, that you shouldn't be here, that it's just for them. I think there's some statistic that's like 10% of the people own 90% of the stocks.
Yes.
Now that's a very high number, but it should be more than 10%. I think ideally, and I know that this is probably, I don't know, this could be like a I mean, nobody has money is the thing.
Right.
I mean, if you're not living paycheck to paycheck, that's what I have to remember. I'm very lucky that I don't scrape by paycheck to paycheck.
Mm-hmm.
But something's fucking broken in this country when people can't open up an app and lose money or win money.
Right. Well, here's the thing. We've been saying it since like 2008 that it's all just a fucking game. It's all just it's not even a casino because casinos have rules.
Yeah.
But it's all horse shit.
At least in a casino, some big-titted 52-year-old will come over and give you a fucking Jack and Coke for free.
Yeah, you get a free Jack and Coke.
Some fucking 79-year-old cocktail waitress. And hi, you guys having fun? You know, some literally fucking 80-year-old who just all she knows is waiting cocktails. All she knows is being a cocktail waitress, and she's you know, and her best days are behind her, and she can't even retire with dignity.
Yeah, right.
She has to put on a fucking mini skirt.
But Mike, the difference is there are no illusions with that. Like I know that she's bringing me free drinks, so I get a little more pleasure.
Yeah.
So I keep playing.
You're
the
prepared
game.
to lose. Yeah.
In this case, the cocktail waitress in our case is that motherfucker in that clip you played, and these other people who, instead of giving us free drinks and keep trying to get us to keep feeding money into the machine, it's, oh no, you don't belong here.
Right.
You
They're trying to kick us out.
You can't play these games.
Right.
And it's like that's all it is.
Yeah.
Like we're not. It's not like we're just amateurs showing up and ruining everything for you. There's no benefit to any of it.
Well, you're right. It would be the equivalent of people going to a casino and being like, oh, actually, if you do the Pocahontas slot machine, it pays out, like the one, like the fucking slot machine that nobody goes to.
Yeah, right.
So then everybody wants to play the Pocahontas slot machine, and they can't fix it, and they go, oh, actually, yeah, casino's closed.
Or the Pocahontas machine starts paying out, and they're like, no one can play.
Oh yeah, no one can play anymore. Yeah, they just destroy it with a sledgehammer, and they make that 80-year-old cocktail waitress wheel it out on a fucking hand truck. She's got a bad back, but they're like, well, this is your job.
So
this is your job, Marianne.
I wanted to point out one of the things he said in that stupid little diatribe. That he was like, there are these boys, these
well,
men
why is he bringing women into it with their Instagram? Look, we know women are stupid and spend too much time on Instagram.
No, but also that's not the reason women are depressed.
Right, exactly.
Like, you know, it's the same. These are the same people who would have said, like, after Columbine, that it's video games that cause kids to do this, not shitty parenting and twisted, mentally ill kids.
Mentally ill kids and the lack of funding for any kind of mental health services.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But the thing that this guy said, he's like, oh, these young men who are staring at their phones watching the price go up. Is he describing people?
Well,
on
listen,
Wall Street?
motherfucker, I finished King of the Hill. What do you want me to do? I finished King of the Hill and I replayed every video game in my house, and I have no fucking money. So what else am I gonna do? Let me fucking suicide my son's college fund to buy AMC. And then I don't know why anyone's not talking about it, but it's just like it's gonna break. This shit's gonna break my fucking brain because this is MSNBC, by the way. This guy. So is anybody on our side? Like is anybody besides fucking Dave Portnoy? Do we have any and Elon Musk? Do we have any fucking advocate? Somebody to go, oh, this isn't right. I mean, I guess Dave Portnoy did that, and he said it on Fox News, but what the fuck is this? Why is the government, the media, and the big corporations, why are they all against us.
Because
Why?
a hedge fund went bankrupt.
Yeah.
That's it. And they're terrified. The fact that there's this response across all of those institutions you mentioned, they must feel really fucking threatened.
Yeah.
And they must feel like, oh shit, they're gaming the system like we have this whole time.
Yeah.
And if the rest of the country does it, then you'll tank the stock market.
Millions of us are just gaming the system together. I mean, this is so beautiful.
It's beautiful. Yeah, it's beautiful.
It's beautiful. But the thing is, 10 years from now, somebody's going to write a book and be like, angry young men were sitting at home on their computers trying to buy GameStop. And that's when things went really bad. It's like, that's going to be the narrative when some fucking idiot writes a book about this.
Yeah, but who's going to read that book? Who's going to read that book anyway, Mike?
People are going to read it. People who don't know what they're... I mean, look, when I was a kid, I used to go to fucking Barnes & Noble, and I used to be like, oh, I'm going to read an Ann Coulter book and an Al Franken book so I can find the truth. That was like the thought. That was like my thought process as like an 11, as like a 13-year-old who was like curious about the world.
Right.
So some people are going to read, but I just, I don't know.
The majority of people, Mike.
People are waking up.
People that don't have money in the stock market, there's a good number of them that just don't give a shit about anything that's happening with the stock market. It's just evil to them.
Or they can't give a shit because they don't have any fucking money to just dump it, just play, like go to the casino with.
Yeah, right. Well, it's also not as easy as putting a coin in a slot. Like, Robinhood sort of made it easy. That you can just download this app, put in whatever money, and buy whatever. So, it's another thing of like coming back to bite them in the ass.
Yeah.
Like they didn't have a problem with it because it brought more people, more users into the market, more people buying stocks, more people buying like very stupid stuff. But what did they think was going to happen when like a huge segment of the workforce isn't working?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. It's like, if they sent out $2,000 stimulus checks, I wonder if this would be that much of a problem. I wonder if this would be a thing. Nobody could have anticipated this is how this would bite them in the ass. But I bet if we had some stimulus money, if you gave people, $2,000 a month and we could just pay our rent and chill and get groceries and chill the fuck out and watch Netflix. I really wonder.
Right. I mean, you think about it. If we were getting all this money, if we were getting stuff to pay our bills and stuff, all throughout the pandemic, like in Korea and these other countries, I think this still would have happened, just because that Reddit page still existed and there were still people, like people were still like furious with the Wall Street people, just anyone on Wall Street. Like I think this was gonna happen anyway.
Yeah. But
they brought it on themselves.
Yeah.
Like they're squeezing the hell out of people. They're like, I don't know. It is funny to see all of them like freak out like this.
Yeah.
That like, oh, these guys are gross. It's like these people on Reddit are just doing what you scumbags have been doing.
Yeah, we're gross, you fucking soy boy. Yeah, we're incels and you're a soy boy. I'd rather be an incel than a soy boy. That's how I feel. I'd rather never have sex than be a fucking soy Wall Street ass fucking guy who lives in Williamsburg. Have my little 2-bedroom condo with
that clip you played where he's saying like, oh, guys spending hours just staring at the stock prices go up. What do you think Wall Street traders do?
I know. It's insane.
Like, just because someone's doing it with an app and they're not wearing a shirt and tie, or they're not doing it from the office of a hedge fund.
Look, just because someone's doing it in their grandmother's basement and they're covered in filth and they haven't showered in like 4 days and they're calling some woman a whore on the internet while they're doing it. And they're fucking beating off every 2 hours.
Well, wait, so
and they're beating off on their Bart Simpson t-shirt every 2 hours. What, you think you're fucking better than me?
Well, it also kind of speaks to this whole thing. Like, I think the majority of people on Wall Street, they know what they do doesn't have any value.
Of course.
They delude themselves into thinking so, but they know.
Of course.
They know. Like, any human being knows that it's just like it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
It the guys who like go to Harvard and get a finance degree and just stumble into a job at Credit Suisse or whatever.
Yeah.
Like,
well, all those guys end up like having a. Some of them end up having a crisis, and then they start turning up at like open mics, you know, and they start doing stand up comedy, or they do something. They want.
They
I don't know.
Mike, they end up on Shark Tank.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, I left my job in finance. I quit my job. I gave it all. But what they don't say is,
like,
I
to this
hate
program,
that.
to this
Like,
product, it's called Broom Mop. It's a mop. No, it's called Brop. It's a brop. It's a brop. It's a mop and a broom. And Kevin O'Leary's like, you're a fucking idiot. You stupid motherfucker. Why did you waste my time with this shit? Like, all right, Kevin. Thank you for your time. Hey, hello, sharks. You just have to like take it. Barbara's like, I'm gonna put this thing in my pussy, and maybe that'll have more value. You dumb piece of shit. Look. Anyway, I just want to say that my biggest takeaway from this is like, we were in school together. We were in elementary school together, but you don't see your siblings as much when you're in elementary school. But I just remember being in like 4th or 5th grade. It's recess. I'm a kid who's flat-footed. I'm a little chubby. I'm watching everybody play sports. Everybody chase a soccer ball up and down a field. I always felt like I didn't belong there. That wasn't for me. I wasn't good. These kids were better athletes. And that is how these people want you to feel. They want you to feel like you don't belong there. You don't deserve it. It's not for you. You're poor. I mean, this is such a fucking mask off moment. They don't want you there. They don't want you trading stocks. They want you at work. They want you dying in the fucking Amazon warehouse so their returns go up a little bit on their Amazon stock. They want you dead. They want you working and obedient, and they want you go to work and shut the fuck up and die. That's what they want. So I really hope that people, I don't know. It's just like
I really hope people hold the line.
I'm not a right. I hope people hold the line. I am not a financial advisor.
Yeah.
But I think that you should put your entire savings into AMC. I'm just saying this is a comedy, parody. This is what I would like to see happen. Every single person in the country, and then in the world, and then even poor people in fucking Somalia and Guatemala and everywhere. Global. I want this global. I want everybody in some slum in El Salvador to open up a Charles Schwab account and buy AMC. It's too late for GameStop.
But even if you open a Charles Schwab account or E-Trade or whatever, if you're an individual trader like that, they're limiting how much you can buy, right? It's not just Robinhood that's doing it, right?
I think so.
It's like only certain like hedge funds or whatever can still make types of purchases.
I'm sure. I got this email.
Like, on Robinhood, I tried buying another 3 shares of AMC, and it said that's too many.
Yeah.
So, if everyone in the world got a Charles Schwab account, Mike, or whatever, they're still going to be barred because they're not part of this club or this fund or this whatever. So, it's just going to eventually turn toward us eating them.
Yeah. I hope we do. I hope we physically eat them. I hope we dox them. I mean, it's so, but then also, like, you think people on Reddit, my Alexa's glowing, and I don't like it. I'm gonna put tape over her.
Yeah, you're talking about bringing down the capitalism across the world.
I know. It's
of course
like
they're gonna be listening in.
It's like blinking yellow.
It just means the drone is coming to.
Alexa, what's your deal?
You Why do you have one?
Alexa, can you queef? You know she does it when you ask her to queef.
That's nice.
All right, sorry. You're probably at your in-laws' house.
What else would? No, I'm in my apartment. I'm in my.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. Go ahead.
No, I want you to finish your thought here, because this clip made you made me really angry too. But like, what?
They want you to feel like you can't play, like you don't deserve to be here. It's not for you. Yes, 90% of the people own, or 10% of the people own 90% of the stocks. They want it 5%. They want it fucking 4, 3, 2, 1%. I mean, ideally, they want 1% of people to be owning the stocks and trading.
Yeah,
Alexa, off.
right.
Alexa, off. God damn it. I'm throwing this thing in the trash.
What do you
She's
use
glowing
it for?
yellow because he's watching me. That you're still number 2, Bezos. You and your fucking dildo head can take a hike.
Okay. All right.
You think the government killed Patrice O'Neill?
No. Why would they bother?
All right, that's separate. Okay, what were you asking me before? You said finish my thought.
No. So the thing is, like, I understand why it makes you so angry and everything, but I immediately go to like the helplessness of it because it's like, oh yeah, well they're trying to curtail this now.
Yeah, they are.
So is it just gonna make my resentment to Wall Street even deeper? Like, is it gonna make people even more like hostile?
I hope so.
To that stuff, because then what happens in a couple of years? Like, I guarantee you there are people who are like have a newfound like zest for trying to fuck Wall Street now that they saw it's possible.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And all I can say is I hope those people identify themselves so I can turn them into the people at Goldman Sachs and I can join the...
No!
No, I would never do that. I'm
pretty sure my kid heard you screaming and cursing that entire
Oh, I can't scream and curse because we have a baby on the way. It's going to mess him up. Oh, your kid. Oh, not the baby.
Hi, Deb.
I guess I'm not allowed to yell on my own fucking podcast. Don't get married, boys. Stay single. Buy GameStop. Buy AMC. Buy Nokia. Get a fucking PlayStation 5. Get a bed frame and send yourself to therapy. That's all you need. Don't participate in this fucking. The family is a symptom of capitalism, I think. I don't know.
Well.
Anyway,
that's a deeper.
But this
dive.
is the point that I'm trying to make. They don't want you on the field. They want you to not play. Think that it's not for you. So if you can go in on this, get a little just go in and hold the line. Get in there. Get on the field. Get on the field. Get on the field. Just
if you're not gonna get on the field, don't defend the moneyed interests on Wall Street. Like,
I mean, nobody really. Anybody who's doing that is either like in on it or they're just a fucking rube. I saw some guy defending Elizabeth Warren, and I said, "What makes you think that she's gonna be on your side in any of this? What the fuck makes you like? What? I have 1,900 jars of pasta sauce to sell you, and they all have my cum in it. No, but I just like, but I guess just the last thing I'm going to say, and maybe we could do another episode, but I was watching this clip. A couple years ago, or whenever it was, some lady tried to primary AOC, right?
Uh-huh.
Some woman who like was she's an executive at some financial company. I don't even know what these people do or what, but she's some.
Yeah, right.
And she tried to primary AMC and sorry, this is all I can fucking think about.
Yeah.
She tried to primary Popcorn Milk Duds, and she tried to primary 1999's The Mummy. But this lady like tried to go after AOC, and she tried to be like, oh, AOC is MIA. She lives in she's not in her district. She lives in DC in her building with a Whole Foods in the lobby, and just made a complete. And then AOC bodied her.
Yeah,
and
course.
Just made this woman look like a complete ass.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's just like, okay, but all the money you just threw money at this joke of a campaign to try to unseat AOC, who's very popular in her district.
Right.
But it was like worth the gamble to you to throw however many millions of dollars so this fucking clown can get her ass owned. Her kids probably don't even talk to her now. You know, this fucking guy over here that I showed you, like, he's got to go face his kids today. I'm sure, if this guy was my father, I would never speak to him again. I'd go, fuck off, fuck you, fuck your Iraq war money, and I will never talk to you again. You are dead to me. But just what they do to keep just what they piss away to hang on to their power, it baffles me.
Oh, right. Well, they're gonna keep doing it, and it's, I heard someone try to make the argument of like, as much as you don't like all the money being spent in politics, it is a big industry with lots of jobs, like the people who have to order the media and the graphic designers who make the stuff
and delivery people. They have to bring pizza to their offices. So think about that next time you don't want money in politics. Oh my God, I wish. See, that's the thing. Is like we've never been presented with that opportunity to like say something that we know isn't true and just make a complete ass out of ourselves.
Right.
But I wonder if I would. I wonder how much money it would take for me to go on and be like, it's dangerous. Trading AMC stock is dangerous. I wonder what this guy got paid to say this stuff. I don't know. I don't think I would, though. I think your integrity is money can't buy integrity and respect. These people have if this was Grand Theft Auto, these people would have no respect points. They would have all the money and all the houses and all the nice cars, but 0 respect points. And that's the thing. At the end of the day, is these fucks don't have respect points.
No, but it's also like this. It's the last gasp of like the rugged individualist strain of thinking in our country. Of like, it all kind of comes back to like, I think at the root of this, they're like, why are you worried about this? Or why do you worry about these people who are tanking the stock market? They're ruining this or blah, blah, blah. Yeah. It's like defending the status quo and defending the bullshit myth of like finance people. Like it was a real thing in like the 80s and 90s where corporate raiders and Wall Street guys were made to be like heroes. And like really interesting people.
When in the 80s and 90s?
80s and 90s. Like, I mean, just like the movie Wall Street and Greed is Good. I'm not saying that became like the big influencer, but the fact that line became so ingrained in so many financial institutions and people wanting to work there, that greed is good. Yeah. That like you should make as much money as you can and fuck anyone else.
Right.
And then the losers,
they're gonna
like
fuck you. I mean, I guess that's the thing behind it is like they're gonna fuck you. Like some villager in Guatemala, he's actually gonna come for your money.
Well, yeah, because the point is they're trying to say everyone is out for themselves, so you just have to take care of yourself.
Yeah.
And that extends to Wall Street. It's like, oh, he made his fortune on Wall Street.
Yeah.
Like doing what? Trading money on money.
Right.
I don't respect that person.
Right.
It's just all part of this. Like, oh, if you don't know Wall Street, or if you don't know real estate, or if you don't know politics, then you shouldn't get involved.
Yeah.
And it's like people are sick of hearing that.
Yeah. You want to wrap this up and do another one?
Yeah, sure.
All right, I'm gonna get some coffee and
okay.
All right, so
me too,
episode. Guys. But stay on the line. Don't hang up.
Okay, I won't.
Guys, if you want to hear more, we do a show every day on Patreon. Patreon.com/sitdownpod, where we do a show every single day, 20 minutes a day. If not, thank you for listening to this one. If you're hearing this on Patreon, you're hearing it before everybody else. So nice. Yeah, you're welcome. But I did want to release this episode because I just want to talk about this stuff, and I wanted more people to hear it. So thanks for listening, and we will see you. Well, we got an episode coming out Wednesday, regular episode, and then we'll see you if you're a patron. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.